Hey skiers, I'm Jeff from skiessentials.com. Welcome to our 2025 ski test. Today we're talking about the Armada ARV 100. The ARV collection largely was overhauled for 2024, including this ski. Now for 2025, Armada is making another change with the ARV line. I suppose we get two new widths on the high end or the wide end of the spectrum. But in general, all ARV and all ARW skis now have a poplar wood core. So no more Karuba wood core, which you could find in some of the 24 ARV skis. They're all poplar now, including this 100. And this ski is just phenomenal. I own it in the 2024 version. Love skiing it. The performance largely stays the same, although that poplar wood core does just make it feel a little bit more stout, in my opinion, without sacrificing the playfulness at all. We had a ton of different people ski it at our ski test this year. We had a lot of people on it last year as well. One thing that was just particularly noteworthy for me is we had a lot of different style skiers on it. I myself like to spend a lot of time in the terrain park, but a lot of our testers this year aren't park skiers at all. And I always think it's really impressive when a ski like this can satisfy a wide range of skiers. And I don't think I saw a single score for overall impression that was lower than 8 out of 10. Most were 9 out of 10. I think some were even full 10 out of 10. So just very, very well liked across the board. So new poplar wood core. We get that wedge wall technology too that we talked about a lot for 24 because it was new, but essentially the sidewall is kind of triangular on the inside, and that's how it interacts with the wood core. So as you push them together this way, they actually, you're pushing those elements together rather than if it was a complete vertical seam. When you impacted the ski this way, it just inevitably pushes those pieces apart, which can create a lot of delams or edge cracks or anything like that. So Armada is pretty committed to durability, which I think is awesome. We also get an ash binding insert underfoot. So that's mostly just for binding retention, so you're not going to rip your bindings out landing a 100-foot tabletop or something like that. But it does, I think it adds a little bit of extra stability underfoot as well. They're still very, very playful, although the poplar does change it just a little bit. So let's see, what length do we have here? This is the 179, 100 underfoot. Just 1,735 grams. So still very, very lightweight. It's not like adding that poplar added a ton of weight. And then flex pattern is still pretty soft and pretty round and pretty smooth. If anything, it might have gotten just a touch stiffer for 2025, but I think that's certainly more of a benefit than any kind of downside. I can't think of a single reason why that flex pattern might be like too stiff for somebody. It still feels just very easy to manipulate, very, very playful. Shape completely stays the same from 24 to 25, so rocker, camber, rocker, shape. Quite a bit of camber in these ARV skis, especially like 100 and down in the width. And then we do get a decent amount of tip and tail rocker as well. And probably my favorite change to these skis was the addition of this kind of smooth early taper in the tips and tails. So very modern shape. We've seen early taper in skis for a long time now, but it's kind of finally starting to become the standard or the norm in like a twin tip park ski as well. So that's kind of the recipe for this ARV 100, and the result is just delicious. It is super fun to ski. It's not going to be like the most powerful ski. It's not the strongest carving ski in the world. If you're looking for just like limitless stability on a groomer, you should probably look elsewhere. I don't really know how you found yourself to this video in the first place, if that's what you're looking for. But it certainly can ski a groomer. It can make some nice turns, especially for a lighter weight skier such as myself. I actually find a surprising amount of edge grip out of it. And then everywhere else it's just a blast. So super, super fun in the trees, super fun in soft snow. We looked at that weight, we looked at the shape. When you have a lightweight ski like that that's shaped like this, super easy to flick it around, get it to maneuver in really, really quick ways through, tight terrain, technical trees, and stuff like that. And then it's great in the park. I had a blast skiing park on it this past year. Obviously, I was more on the 24 version, but pretty much identical performance there in the park from 24 to 25. If anything, they're just upping that durability for rails with the poplar in there. So super fun. It's really, really, really catch free, whether you're like buttering or kind of smearing. Maybe you're kind of, doing like a nose butter 270 on to a down rail or something like that. I feel like this shape just works really, really well for that type of skiing or tricks like that. Not catchy on switch takeoffs, but then you've got like a nice supportive feel when you land too. So I think it's a great ski, as far as 100 underfoot twin tips go. It kind of feels like, I don't know, there's plenty of other good skis out there as well, but if anything, this ARV 100 is sort of the gold standard if you're kind of looking for versatility and just a really, really fun twin tip ski. So that's it. That is the ARV 100 from Armada. Let us know if you have any questions about it, and we will see you out there on the slopes.